Hey everyone, I'm OrangeNinja, hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to episode 3 of my hardcore survival series. In the last episode, we went mining to get ourselves a full set of iron armor and tools, and we even managed to get 19 diamonds. We also built this animal pen so we could farm cows for leather to work towards an enchanting setup. And finally, we built this simple villager breeder right here to start getting enough villagers to start trading. So I've done a bit of work between episodes, just finishing off a few things and preparing ourselves for this episode. I grabbed some rails from the mine shaft we found in the last episode so I could transport some villagers into this breeder that we built. And while I was down there, I managed to find some more diamonds, so we're up to a total of 23 now. And as you probably saw a few moments ago, I also attempted to build a custom tree in the center of the animal pen, which I think turned out pretty good considering it's not something I've ever really tried making before. But while I was doing that, I also bred the cows and managed to get enough leather to make all the bookshelves we need for a max enchanting setup. But with that out of the way, let's take a look at our goals for this episode. So our first goal for today is to take on a trial chamber, because before we can begin enchanting our gear, which is our second goal, we're also going to need some levels. So I thought this would be a perfect time to take on the trial chambers, because they can have some pretty good loot in them and a whole bunch of mobs that we can kill for XP. So that's going to be our main focus for today. And our final goal, once we've beaten the trial chambers and enchanted some of our gear, is to prepare for the Nether, which includes getting all the items we need to survive while finding a Nether fortress, and of course building the Nether portal that's going to take us there. Now that we've gone through our goals for this episode, let's get straight to work and make ourselves some diamond gear to help us take on the trial chambers. So we've got our 23 diamonds right here, and I think the first thing I'm going to craft is a diamond chestplate, because that's going to offer us the most protection going into the trial chambers. And of course, I'm also going to make a diamond sword and a diamond pickaxe. So that leaves us with 10 diamonds left, and I think I'm going to make myself some diamond leggings and a second pickaxe. I'm going to make 2 pickaxes because later I can enchant one with fortune to get more out of any ores we find, and the other with silk touch so we can get access to some more blocks that could only be mined with a silk touch pickaxe. So for now, I'm going to put one of these pickaxes safely in this chest here, and now we're geared up, let's find ourselves a trial chamber. So between episodes, I leveled up a cartographer villager to sell us a trial explorer map that we can use to find ourselves a trial chamber. So if we just buy one of those real quick, and as you can see, it's going to show us the location of the nearest trial chamber. And it's actually not too far away, so we won't have to travel too far to get to it. So I'm going to quickly head to the trial chambers now, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so we made it to the trial chambers, and I managed to find the starting room, so let's just jump straight into it. Hey, this is OrangeNinja from the future, and I've just watched over the footage from the trial chambers that you're about to see, and I've realised I've been a bit dumb. So, when I got to the trial chambers, my controller decided to randomly disconnect, and when I reconnected it, my microphone inputs got switched. So, for the first half of the trial chambers, I'm talking through my PS5 controller microphone, which as you probably know, isn't the best quality. So, I'm really sorry about the microphone issues in the next few clips, but anyway, let's get back to the video. And it looks like we've got a vault block here, so hopefully we'll be able to get a key for that soon. And we've also got a cactus there, which is pretty useful because we don't have cactus yet in our world, so I think I'll take that and put it in the bundle. And we've got 2 chests here. Oh, we've got a vault key straight at the start and some honeycomb. So let's go back up here and use our vault key inside of this vault. Oh, we got the music disc. Oh, and some diamonds. Nice. We've got precipice. I don't think I've got this one yet ever in survival, so maybe we'll be able to listen to that later. But let's put our diamond and our iron in there in the bundles. As you can see, I've brought a lot of them because inventory management in this game is not the best. So we can just put anything we can into the bundles to save ourselves some slots. So that was a really lucky first vault. I'm going to put a torch on it so that we know we've used it already. And this is actually a perfect time for me to say that I have a video that I made a couple months ago about the trial chambers, going through how to beat them and what gear you need. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. It's a pretty good video. But anyway, self-promotion out the way, let's get on with the rest of the trial chamber. It looks like we've got one of these rooms here where you have to drop down, so hopefully we'll be able to do that nice and safely. But before we do that, let's carry on with this room right here. Oh wow, an enchanted iron axe. That's pretty cool. It's only got smite on it though, so it's not the best enchantment that we could have gotten. But I think we've just come across our first trial spawner, and it looks like it's going to be a slime. So I'm going to be decently careful with these guys. They're not the easiest to kill because they spawn in such large groups. But if we could just get them down to the little small slimes, then they should be easier to kill. And it looks like the rest fell down there, so we're going to have to go back down. But I'm going to get these pots first. There shouldn't be too many more slimes to get. I think there's just one over here. Hopefully those just die full damage. Yep, And it looks like that's our first trowel spawner completed. And we just got bread. So not the best thing we could have gotten from that, but that's okay. I'm going to put those in the bundle. But it looks like there's another room here, so we can go into this one. And put a torch there to mark that we're going to be completing it. And we've got ourselves one of these rooms. There's a hopper there as well. I might steal that. Those can be pretty expensive to craft. And we've got a couple of vaults. And I think our first spawn is going to be up there. And it looks like it's a bogged, which is probably the best one we could have gotten, because their fire rate isn't the fastest. Just got to be careful with ones with enchanted bows and make sure we eat as well. Ooh. Looks like I had a fawn's helmet. Okay, these actually spawn pretty slowly, so it's not a massive challenge at the moment. And there we go. And we got a piece of chicken. Okay, not the most amazing loot in the world at the moment, but hopefully we'll get some trowel keys soon. That one's got full leather armor on. And we got our first trowel key from a spawner. Let's carry on upwards. And we've got 2 here, and we've spawned them both, so this is going to be relatively difficult. I need to try and block off this spawner here, so that they don't come over. I'm sort of backed up into a corner right now. Let's see what we can do here. There we go. And I think one of them's been completed. Okay, let's see. We can slowly sneak out. Oh, I think they're both completed, actually. And what did we get from that? We got some bread and some potatoes. Okay, that's not massively worth it. Let's open this trowel vault right here. And we got some wind charges, some honey, some arrows, and an enchanted book. Wonder what that enchanted book's gonna be. Oh wow, it's mending. That's really lucky to find. So we can put that on something when we get back to the house. So there's a couple more vaults down here that we can get, but we don't have the trowel keys for that yet. So we might have to come back here at some point. But I think that might be it for this section of the trial chambers, so I think we can head down now. We've got enough blocks to pile back up afterwards, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let a water bucket down. Okay, we've got quite a few rooms here. I think we're going to start with this one here, because I don't think this is going to branch off into a different part of the chambers. And we've got spiders. So it looks like the mobs in this chamber are actually pretty easy. And I've just let off the breeze spawner, which we can kill pretty easily. They're not the hardest thing in the world to kill. They kind of just get backed up into a corner. Where is the other spider? There he is. And I think that's just ended there. And we got a trowel key, nice. We've got a couple of vaults up here that we can take our pick from. I think we're going to go with this one right here. Oh wow, we got a trident. So that trident is going to be really useful for when we want to build a farm, because we can use that for a trident killer. And yeah, let's try and find a different room to go into. And it looks like the chamber carries on down here. Oh wow, we found a whole emerald block in there. That's kind of rare, actually. And we can carry on through this door here and go down. Okay, I think it's just a chest room with a whole bunch of emeralds in it, actually. And some poison arrows. Okay, we got a spider spawner here. That was a pretty easy one. And we got a key which we can put straight in this vault here. What are we going to get? Arrows, some emeralds, and is that it? Is that all you're going to give me? And I think it opens out to a different area here. Okay, there's something this way, which is another room, a bit like what we had at the start of the trial chamber. So hopefully this one will give us a bit better loot than the other one. And there we go, we finished it, and we got chicken again. I'm sure we'll have some better loot to find soon. And now we can carry on up here. And there's just going to be one again on this floor. I think there's 2 up there, so I have to be a little bit careful of that. And we finished this one, and what are we going to get? We're going to get a trial key. Hopefully only activate one of these spawners here, which it's activated both, so that's not fun. Okay, looks like we're going to be in a similar situation to the last one, where we're going to be backed up into a corner again. Okay, I really need to heal up, but I don't think they're going to give me a chance. Okay, I think I might have to eat this golden apple. There we go. I did want to keep that for a little bit of a harder room, but we got pretty low just then, and we don't have totems right now. I think the spawner to my side is just finished. I think maybe the two at the top have. Okay, let's see what we got from the other ones. We got another trial key and a couple of pieces of bread. We can open this vault right here. See what we get. An ominous potion, some honey, some iron, arrows, and that's it. We can head on down and open these other vaults. So we're just gonna open them both now and we'll see what we get. Oh wow, we got a lot of stuff there. I think I saw a golden apple. Yeah, just a regular golden apple, but... And I think that's it for this section of the chambers. So I think we're going to carry on this way. And we've got breeze, so hopefully we don't get knocked down there. I have got a water bucket just in case. Maybe try and use our bow for this one. Okay, maybe I should have stuck to just using a sword. Because I don't think I'm actually going to do very well here if I don't regenerate hearts. Okay, got to be really careful here. We are only on 3 hearts. Can we just sneak a shot? Nope, they have way better reaction time than I do. I think we managed to get it, actually. Yeah, so maybe we'll just... Okay. Oh, we're on half a heart. Okay. Not fun, not fun, not fun, not fun, not fun. Really, really not fun. Let's put ourselves in here and eat this golden apple. Wow, okay, we barely survived that. It's a good thing that breezes don't do damage, and I very nearly walked into that fire as well. So if I'd done that, we would have been toast. Literally. Yep, okay. Okay, we got that one. I think I heard another skeleton, actually, so I don't think we're completely safe. No, there's one there, and it's poisoned me again. Can we just sneak around here and get it? Okay, they can just turn and shoot really quickly. Can we see it anywhere? Did I kill it? No, I think the spawner's still active, meaning it is still up there, which is a little bit of a problem for us. Let's try and bridge out underneath him. Yeah, he's still there. If he doesn't quite have the aim to get us. Nice, we got him. Okay, I think we can bridge up here. We are completely safe now. And to reward us for our efforts, it did actually give us a trial key, so we did get lucky with that one. Okay, thankfully, we survived that room. And we can carry on going with another bogged spawner. Great. It's when they spawn multiple, that's what gets tricky, like this one right here. And we managed to clear it out pretty quickly, actually, considering. And we just got bread, again. Okay, I think this might be the final room then. There's quite a few vaults here. Let's actually put one in. Okay. We got a trial key. Nice. I think we've just spawned a breeze. Yep, there we go. Hello, Mr. Breeze. Whoop. There we go. And we'll see what we got. We got a trial key from that one. Nice. So what are we up to a total of now? We're up to a total of 2 trial keys that we can put inside of this vault right here. And that really didn't give us much. Okay, what is the final vault for this trial chamber gonna give us? Emeralds and an arrow. So with that, I think that is the end of this trial chambers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the base now. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a second with all of the loot sorted out that we can go through. So I made it back home and I've sorted out all of the main stuff that we got from the trial chambers into this barrel right here. So as you can see, we got 2 diamonds, nearly a stack of emeralds, quite a bit of iron, an ender pearl, a trident, a music disc, which we might be able to play in a future episode, a mending book, a couple of ominous potions. So if we want to go back to the trial chambers and do an ominous trial, we obviously can. Quite a few bones, which will be perfect for bone meal. Some slime balls, a couple of breeze rods, some strings, some wind charges, quite a few arrows, some honey for if we want to start building with copper, we can use that to wax stuff. And of course we can go back to the trial chambers and dig up all the copper in there because there'll be quite a lot in there. A couple of pottery sherds, some hoppers, which I grabbed because hoppers can be really expensive to craft, and some random bits of food, and some cactus. So I'm going to get everything in that barrel sorted out into their chests, and I'll see you guys in a second where we can begin working on enchanting. So now that we've got everything sorted into our storage, we can start working on the other two goals for this episode, and the first thing we're going to need is some obsidian. Now, I actually think there's a lava pool under this area right here, because every time I walk over here, I keep hearing lava sounds. So I think if I just carefully dig around this spot, I might find a lava pool that we can use to get obsidian. And yeah, it looks like we found it right here. So I think I'm gonna put some water over this so that we can stand on it. And we can grab our diamond pickaxe and start collecting obsidian. Okay, we should now have all of the obsidian that we need for an enchanting table and a nether portal. So let's go get an enchanting table crafted. And I think as well as an enchanting table, I'm going to make an anvil and a grindstone, because they can be really useful for putting together different enchantments and disenchanting stuff if we don't quite get the right enchantments. So I think I'm going to do a quick little build just here for our enchanting setup, just to make it look a little bit better. So I'm going to get the resources for that now, and I'll see you guys in a second. So we should now have everything we need to build this enchanting setup in my inventory right here. So let's not waste any more time, cue the music and get straight to building. So with that, our enchanting area build is now complete. I've gone for a little tent design because I think this is just going to be temporary, and I think it fits in with the rest of the area quite well. In between episodes, I am going to texture the ground area just a little bit, just to make it look a little bit better. And now we can get straight to work with enchanting. So in this chest right here, we've got our lapis that we can use to enchant, and I've got a little bit of armor and tools to disenchant using our grindstone here. Okay, we're nearly at level 36. I think I am just going to go and get that quickly. There we go, we got level 36. So now that we've got enough levels, let's see what our enchanting table offers. Okay, we're getting fortune 3 with the pickaxe, so I think I'm going to do that as our first enchantment. So hopefully we get more than just fortune. Okay, I'll take that. That's actually pretty decent. So we got efficiency 4, fortune 3, and unbreaking 3. I think we're going to have to settle for protection 3 on one of these pieces of armor. I think I'm going to go with the leggings. And that's protection 3 and unbreaking 3. I'll take that for now. And the chest plate is giving us fire protection. What about the sword? Unbreaking 3. Now, usually, I'm pretty lucky with unbreaking 3 enchantments. They usually give me a lot more than just unbreaking 3. So hopefully we're lucky this time. Unbreaking 3 and sharpness 4. That's actually not too bad. We got the sharpness enchantment. Okay, I think I'm just going to get myself back up to level 30, and then we can enchant our chestplate with protection 3, and I'd say that was a pretty successful enchantment session. Okay, so I spent the night killing mobs to get ourselves up to level 30, as you can probably tell by the amount of mob drops in my inventory right here. And now we can enchant our chestplate with protection 3. And we just got protection. So between episodes, I am going to carry on enchanting and hopefully getting a little bit better enchantments, but I'd say some of them are pretty good, like my sword and my pickaxe. But yeah, anyway, the last thing that we need to do today is build a nether portal, and we'll have completed all of our goals for this episode. So I don't think I'm going to do a build for this just yet. I think I'm just going to plonk one down anywhere. I think here will be a good spot. So the last thing we need to do is light the portal, and that'll be the end of this video right here. If you did enjoy, leave a like, it'd be greatly appreciated, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes in this series and other Minecraft content on the way soon. But anyway guys, my name's OrangeNinja, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.